Hi everyone, welcome back to my channel. So today I've got a lip swatch and review video for you. I'm going to be reviewing some new products by Maybelline, and these are the Superstay Matte Ink. These are basically supposed to be Maybelline's version of a matte liquid lipstick. I was very curious about these, so I actually reached out to Maybelline Switzerland because these have not launched yet here in my country. They are coming out, I think, this fall, I was told. So they should be launching very soon here in Switzerland. They've already launched, I think, in North America. I've already seen reviews. I have 5 of the shades. Now, I don't know if we're going to be receiving the complete line here in Europe, because in the United States, I have seen on the website of Maybelline that there's actually 10 shades available. That is very typical of drugstores here in Europe. We often don't just have the amount of variety that you guys get in North America. And I checked on the website, the shade names are the same from the European to the US. Honestly, have not tried them at all, so this will definitely be the first time for me. A doe foot applicator, but there is kind of a tip to it. So actually, the applicator looks good. It looks like this would be a very good applicator to apply it very precisely, because it kind of goes to a point, and they're supposed to dry down to a matte finish. And this is something that I was just super curious about, because I know Maybelline has released a few of these sort of, I think one was called Vinyl Lip, and I don't know, a few of these products, but none of them really dried down. And that's really what I look for, if they really do set and mattify and dry down. And that's often the problem that I have with these like liquid lipsticks from the drugstore, is that most of them do not set. When you think of more higher end brands, you know, like maybe, for example, the Kat Von D or the Anastasia Beverly Hills, they go on very matte and opaque, and then they dry down and then they set. This is called number 10 Dreamer, kind of a baby pastel-y pink color. Okay, it's really easy to apply, really smooth, and not drying at all at this point. I mean, it hasn't set yet. It kind of feels like something in between a lip gloss and a liquid lipstick. The applicator feels good. I wish it was just like a little bit angled, because it's like super straight up. I'm finding it a little bit hard to apply it with that sort of really straight up angle. That is so pretty. I love this color. So what I noticed right away is that the taste is actually really pleasant. They have a caramelly, kind of like a butterscotch taste actually. Feeling very sticky at the moment because I think this takes a little bit longer to set than other liquid lipsticks I've tried, like for example the Anastasia ones, which are the ones I'm probably most familiar with, or like the MAC liquid lipsticks. They dry really quickly. This one I feel is not dry yet. So with the other liquid lipsticks, this would already have set and dried. It's still a little bit tacky. So what I'm finding is, as I'm talking, my lips are kind of sticking a little bit together. Yeah, it hasn't set. There is some remnants that came off when I did that, so it's just taking a little bit longer. So this is not like a super fast product to put on where you put it on and it sets. Still very wet in the center, still not setting. I think I should play some Jeopardy music doing this. So while I'm waiting for that to set, I mean, I can just go ahead and powder my face, because I can feel I'm getting a little bit oily in here because it is so damn hot today. One of those muggy summer days. And as I'm doing that, it's still not set. So I don't really know what's going on with that. It's not completely matte here on the bottom. Like, I feel it has like a little bit of sheen here on the bottom. The top lip has set really well, but I think the color is absolutely beautiful, and it actually is fairly comfortable. It doesn't feel as dry as some of the other liquid lipsticks I've tried. All right, let's see how well these remove. I'm going to take a makeup remover wipe. What the hell? It's not coming off at all. Whoa, this is not coming up. Holy smokes. Oh man, it's like not coming off. Really hard to remove this. Okay, I'm really struggling to get this off, so I'm gonna use an oil-based makeup remover, kind of like a two-phase one, where you kind of shake it up. Okay, it comes off better with an oil. Wow, I look like a clown now. If you want to remove it immediately, you need an oil-based makeup remover to get these off. This is a lot tougher to remove than other liquid lipsticks I've tried, which is a pro and a con. I mean, it's kind of a con because it's hard to remove, but on the other side, I think they'll be super long lasting. All right, so the next shade I'm trying is called Pioneer. Oh, so beautiful. This is so pretty, and this one is very opaque. There isn't any streakiness in this one so far. I absolutely love this color. This kind of reminds me of something like from the 40s or 50s, something like that. A deep blue toned red. Again, this one hasn't completely set. You know, these just take a lot longer to dry. So, you know, just take your time with these. These aren't like quick and easy, throw them on and then they're set. You have to wait for them to dry, but then once they're dry, they're really on bomb. Now this one I've noticed like just a tiny bit of feathering right here because I'm applying all of these obviously without a lip liner because I think that's how most people would apply them. Right here on the top, like here. It doesn't really bother me a whole lot because when I look at it like normal, like far away, just, you know, like this, you can't really see it. The color is beautiful and it feels nice on. Okay, I just had to show you this because as I'm taking it off, I kind of look like a clown now because it is staining a little bit. It comes off fairly easily with oil-based makeup remover, but it's just like causing some stain. A lot of strongly pigmented lipsticks stain. I mean, this is not something like that I've never seen before. Let's do Creator. A little detail about this. This is like a squared off tube. So what I always hate is when you buy like squared off products like that and then they don't align when you screw them closed, but these ones do. These colors, they must have worked really hard on these colors because I think all of them so far are really nice. So this one I had to apply the most coats just because my application was like really messy. So honestly, this will take forever to dry down. I know it because I just had to apply quite a few layers to get like a good even result. They feel kind of thick, so they don't feel as thin and like really sort of nothing there feeling as other liquid lipsticks I've tried, but they do feel like they're super long lasting. This is so pretty. I feel like this is a purple that's very wearable. There's a kind of a warmish undertone. It's not too cool tone. It's definitely not like a blue purple. With this one, I'm not noticing any feathering whatsoever. So the next shade is called number 50 Voyager, a vampy burgundy color. This one is super smooth. All right, so that's Voyager, another great color. I think this is one that would be so perfect in the fall. This is definitely one of those vampy burgundy shades that pulls a little bit more to the red side with like a warm brownish red undertone. I think it's gorgeous. Another beautiful color. I don't know, it reminds me of like a bygone Hollywood era. So Voyager is another one that is definitely totally up my alley. So the last color that I have here is the darkest one that I have of the 5, and it's called Escapist. A vampy, deep purple color. Holy smokes. This one's applying maybe just a tiny little bit streaky, so it probably will need a little second thin layer just to kind of even things out. Okay, so with Escapist, this one was a little bit patchy and I still feel like it's not totally perfect. As I was doing a thin second layer, well, it's kind of hard to do a thin layer with these anyway because the product is a little bit thicker anyway. So as I was doing a second layer, I felt like it was kind of dragging away from spots. So I feel like here it's not quite even, like there's a little bit of color missing there. I think the color is absolutely beautiful again. I think it's just a super vampy, beautiful, almost sort of gothic color. With this one, I would definitely use a lip liner. First of all, just to get the outline correct. And the second is maybe I would do a light layer of a lip liner first and then do like one thin layer. Because I think that way you will get a really perfect result. Even from far away, I can see like here, it's a lot lighter than like this side and like down here. So it's kind of weird. Very minimal transferring. There's a tiny little bit of staining, but not very much. All right, so my final thoughts on the Maybelline Superstay Matte Ink. These are absolutely a wonderful drugstore product, and it only shows how far drugstore makeup has come, how abysmal drugstore makeup was when I kind of started out on YouTube. And I remember back then, drugstore makeup, it was just god awful. That's why I bought everything like high end, because just the drugstore stuff was just absolute crap. Nowadays, I feel like you can find just amazing quality products at the drugstore. Of course, the prices have gone up for drugstore makeup, but I mean, everything goes up in price over time. Each of them I think is a beautiful color. I wish we had all 10 shades because I would actually love to try out some of the other colors. These are definitely a drugstore product that I think I will actually reach for. I am actually very curious to see how these perform even better in combination with a lip liner. As for wear time, I think this will be absolutely no problem to have on your lips for a very long time. You know, I can tell by just having to use an oil-based remover to get it off, and there is some staining, which means that these things are gonna last a long time. They are maybe a little bit thicker in texture than other liquid lipsticks I've tried. It's not terrible. It's not like an absolutely terrible, disgusting, gross feeling. If I had to give a negative point, I think the applicator for me personally, because it's totally straight up like this. For me, I prefer for liquid lipsticks, I prefer when the applicator kind of goes at an angle like that, because then it's just easier to apply it because it already is at sort of the angle that your lips are. This one, like I said, did apply a little bit streaky. I think that can be easily fixed by just applying a lip liner underneath and then just doing a coat on top. And the other kind of negative thing that I can really think of is that it takes a long time to set. It is kiss proof and stuff, but they just take a long time to really set and look super matte. So if you're wanting a liquid lipstick that sets super quickly that you can just put on and then it's like ready to go, then this is probably not it. I'm super impressed with these. I think the colors are beautiful. I think they've really tried to find very on-trend, very modern colors. Look, you guys, it's Odin. He's gotten so much bigger since you guys probably saw him. Odin, look. Oh, he's a little bit sleepy. He just woke up from a nap. He's gotten so much bigger since you guys probably saw him. And I've been posting a lot on Instagram from him, so you guys can follow him on Instagram. Yeah, baby. Oh, I missed you. You were gone yesterday. I totally missed you. Getting so heavy. Hi, everyone. He is so much heavier since the last time I showed you guys, but he is doing really great. Hope you guys found this review helpful, and if you did, I would really appreciate if you just take that 1 second to click the thumbs up or like button. You can also right now click on the corners there. I've linked a few more videos for you to watch. I hope, of course, to see you in my next video, so if you haven't already, please subscribe, and I will see you then. Bye, everyone.